Friends, it's Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing great and having a great week. Welcome to Thrifty Thursday. This is where I share my thrifted treasures from usually the past week, or sometimes like right today, it's from the last few weeks because I'm kind of behind on showing you things. So trying to get caught up, trying to get organized. I'm on mission organization right now. I'm destashing and organizing. So these are some books I bought. A few. These I think I just bought, but then these over here, this stack right here, this right here, that I bought a few weeks ago. So we're gonna explore together, and I'm gonna remember what I got here. But I wanted to just say, if you see my lights here, those are my daisy lights. In case you don't know, if you think, I don't know what you think about them, but they're for fun. I just put some new batteries in them, so they're extra bright, just in case you're wondering, what in the world are those lights up there? Those are my little daisy, string of daisy lights I got at the beginning of, I think in the spring sometime. So anyway, I like to have fun things here in my craft room. So let's just get started. These first four right here are Reader's Digest, and I already have these. Oh, I just put these in my shop this week. So these are already in. None of this stack over here is in yet, but hopefully some of this will be in by the time you see this video. But just some nice like Reader's Digest. I try to just pick up the ones that are really pretty, maybe different from what I've seen before, and in really good shape. So you know, this one is and I describe it and put the copyright in the listing and everything, so we really don't have to do all that during the video. I just wanted to show you really kind of sometimes it might be a little bit of hard to get an idea of what exactly is what in an Etsy listing. So, and it's fun just to look through, right, the books. So usually the pages are starting to tan or yellow in the vintage Reader's Digest. So you can see this one is in like perfect condition. I love this blue color in this one. They always have a different color right here to match, usually to match the cover. So this one is just in perfect condition pretty much, I would say. This one has a little bit of wear on it, like right here. But this cover was so beautiful. Can you see that? The turquoisey and the little like gold flowerettes there, and then the gold spine here. But anyway, yeah, a little bit of wear here. There's like a little notch taken out of there, and a little wear here. So, and then there's a little bit of wear around the bottom here of the spine. But you know, like if you're buying this to make a junk journal, you probably don't really even care about that. Here's the inside cover on this one, the gold again, to match the gold, I would say. And then the pages are usually all the same in these. I don't rarely see, I mean, I never really see any writing or tears in these books. You can see a little bit of aging here sometimes. See this little bit of aging there. A lot of times they have the gold on the top of the pages, the gold edging. This one does. It's not on the side. And this one's the same thing. This one's a little bit thinner. It's not the 1-inch spine like the some of them, but it's a little bit, see how it's a little bit smaller, this one. So yeah, those are two. And then these two, this one I thought was so pretty. It doesn't have any issues, I don't think. Another one that's in pretty much perfect condition, I would say. Matches the cover, and here's the pages. You know, nothing's, the spine's not coming apart or anything. And, you know, they usually have a few, they don't have a lot of pictures in them, but they have a few usually. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you might like them, the pictures. Sometimes you might not like the pictures, but a lot of times I know people buy these just for the covers to make journals out of, and maybe just use the book pages for crafting and paper crafting and collaging and things like that. This was a really different one. I hadn't seen this. I hadn't seen any of these patterns before. So that's why when I saw them, I was like, oh my goodness. I can't believe there's some, because I've seen a lot of Reader's Digest, and so I really can't believe there's some out there still that I haven't seen. There's a couple little nicks on this one here and here. Beautiful coloring. A little bit of a scuff right there, maybe. You can't even really see. I can barely see it, so maybe you can't even see it, but something right there. And here's the inside. This is, oh, they had something taped in here, which the tape had kind of let go, so I just took it out. It was just like a magazine. It was like a clipping of an advertisement for this Reader's Digest is what it was, of the stories that were in here. And so this is an old tape, Scotch tape mark right here is what that is. And it, when they closed it, it made marks over here to the Scotch tape. In fact, I took the Scotch tape off. It was so, you know, the Scotch tape had let go in a way that I could just take it off so I can use it again in my crafting. Oh, here's one. Here's an example. I left this one in here, so whoever gets this gets to have this little piece from an advertisement like for this book, and then they get to have, if they want it, the old Scotch tape. I'll leave this one in here. The other one just kind of fell out, you know what I mean? But this one stayed in. And there's a little bit of, it's not separated, but a little bit of a, well, it is separated right there, I see, but a little bit of a crack in here on the spine on this one. So this one, this is not separated here though. So anyway, yeah, that's this one. Kind of a interesting one, right? So there's, it's got the gold and, you know. So those four are in my shop. So let's see what else I got, because I got these, the rest of them a few weeks ago, and I don't remember what's in this pile. So this is a, this says winter in the old grist mill. So this is the old grist mill. I think these are neat. I don't know. Let me see if it doesn't say where it is. We have one that I'm sure there's a lot of these in North Carolina, but there's one where we used to live about 30 minutes away that we would, you could go in and look through it. It's you know, not in use anymore, but it's kind of like you can just, it doesn't cost anything either. You just kind of drive up and park. Oh, there was a little gift store there too. That's what it was. Little gift store where you could buy like you know, grains like for bread and flour and I mean, grits and things like that. So yeah, that's, you know, it's really neat to go in there. It kind of looks like the one here. I guess they all have water near them, but anyway, this doesn't say where it is. The name is crossed out here. You can see this book belongs to and the date. And I don't know, was this ever used? Let's see. Any more than just the name put in there? They put their name in there, and then there's not any pages torn out or anything like it was used, and they tore out the used pages. So I guess it was never used, but I do like these for journals to first of all, they have the horizontal kind of wider pages, and sometimes you can get them out in signatures, and you can make nice, you know, like fold overs or tuck spots on the extra that's, you know, protruding out of the sides of your journal that you're making. And I can't really tell if I'm going to be able to get these out or if I put this in my shop, but I think they might be, you might be able to get these out in 2-page sections like signatures. So yeah, and then this could be a cute little journal too, couldn't it? It really could. So that, I have a guest book. I think I have one that I have kept for myself, so I might put that one in my shop. It's a really pretty one though, so I'm tempted to keep it. Is what I'm saying. Okay, so this one, let me see what's happening here. This one has such a beautiful cover, again, that I've never seen. Very mid-century modern with these starbursts. I'll have to look at the, I haven't looked, I don't have this one in my shop yet, so beautiful little spine here, but you can see this part of the spine is gone. It's just the whatever's under the, you know, outside of the spine, the fabric and the, you know, the glue and whatever's in there. So this would definitely be, unless you didn't mind that and you just wanted this beautiful cover in your collection of Reader's Digest books, this would be a great book to make into a journal. And let's see, other than that, it's not really coming apart or anything, just the spine is gone, right? So, oh, look at the beautiful inside. Now that's different too. This is all part of the page here. It's got light like baby blue, very light baby blue with pink flowers. I don't know why that mat doesn't really even match the outside, except for there's blue right here in the starburst. So beautiful though. I love that. Let's see what year this is from. Very curious. Ooh, there's a pretty, a lot of times they have a really pretty beginning page. This is 1960. So it says right here by 1960. Let's see if that's the copyright. Yes, that is the copyright also. Let's see why this one. Oh, it has some light blue here. Surface at the pole. So something about the North Pole there. So very pretty as far as the cover and the inside cover. There's this. There it is again. RD Reader's Digest. And I was going to show you this right here. It looks kind of interesting. That's a pretty page. And then here's some blue. Where did I just see a blue frame? I thought I just saw a blue frame. Did you see it? Am I imagining things? I saw a blue frame somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's pretty too. Right there with the blue frame on that page. Anyway, that is another Reader's Digest that will be in my book, my shop. And this one too. Now, have I seen this before? Wait a minute. Do I? No, I don't have it right here. I may have another one with this, or have sold one with this design, but it's very pretty. You can see floral design with gray here. Let me see. It's got a little crack here. It's not coming apart, but it is got a crack like right here. It goes up to about right there. It may go up all the way. It's very fine, so I can't even hardly really see it. This one also, see, it's loose. I can feel it loose, but it's not. I don't want to pull on it because I could pull it right off, right? So, but it is that part is loose on this one. Okay, let's see if we can open it up without. Oh, this has got a. See, it doesn't match. Well, it does match. This is purple right here. This is kind of a violet pinkish purple right here. This outside little decoration around the flower. And then this is purple in here. Okay, like the same lavender, light lavender. And here's the pages, really not browning. If they're browning at all, they're not really, it's not apparent. So let's see what year this is from. 1962 it says there. And 1962, yes, okay. Oh, Dearly Beloved, look how beautiful that is. An angel. Oh, that's a veil. That's a wedding veil. With that bouquet right here. That's a beautiful couple of pages, but yeah, that's how it starts out. But very beautiful. The cover is loose, so great junk journal material there. Any more Reader's Digest? No, that's it for the Reader's Digest. So let's see what else we have here. What else did I pick up? This is a cute little book, Wee Wee Song. So this is apparently for little kids, little children. A little song book. It's very old. It's embossed. Cute little spine with a lot of little decoration there. It's not embossed, but it's got like a gold decoration there. Oh, kind of like, I can feel it. It's a texture, but it's not like this, like embossed. So, cute little book, right? This has got to be an oldie. Look how cute. Uh-oh, is this that old? Oh my goodness, 1859. See, I forgot. I told you I bought these a few weeks ago. It might have been a month ago, but 1859 right there. Wee Wee Songs for Our Little Pet. Oh, this is Little Pet for Our Little Pets. Isn't that adorable? Songs for your pets. I forgot about this, yeah. I remember looking at it when I brought it home now. It's like I was surprised that it was songs for your pets is what it's. I was ready for it to say children, but it says pets. Let me see if there's another copyright. For Our Little Pets, Mother Goose. I'm just trying to see why it has. This is oh, hi diddle diddle the cat. Well, that's a cat, so that's a pet. Isn't that funny? What is this? There's something tucked in here. A little. I'll open that up in just a second. So what else is in here? Jack Frost. It's little like nursery rhymes, and I can't say that it's apparent that it has to do with pets though. So are they saying that our pets are calling pets children pets? I don't know. You know, 1859, what they did then. So, but there you go. Gosh, guys, what should I do with this one? I'd really like to make a journal out of this little book, but you know, I don't like to take apart books that are that old. I'll have to look it up. I haven't researched its value yet, so I'll do that and then I'll go from there. But if you're interested in this book, keep an eye on my shop, and you can always email me My email is always below this video, and after I do some research and find out if it's valuable, I'll let you know. Dear Aunt Abby, Abby or Ibby, looks like that, or Libby. It looks like an L-B-B-I-E. This is dated in 1942. I just want to make sure it's not anything, you know, that I can't read on video. I don't know if I can read it. Something about she's giving pies, chicken pies, and vegetables, meat and vegetables. Okay, it's just a little note from to Aunt, maybe from her niece, Lily A. Looks like Faust. So anyway, isn't that funny how they write their whole name? I noticed that in a movie or a show I'm watching. It's back in the 1700s, and the father wrote a letter to his daughter and wrote his whole name, not like dad or anything at the end. Well, he's an estranged dad, so maybe that's why he didn't write dad, but still he wrote his full name at the end of the letter. So this was a book cover I found. But look how beautiful. It has a big spine here. So if I can reuse that, I can have like a 2.5-inch spine, beautiful spine, and, you know, put it back together. It's a beautiful kind of embossed green and goldish cover. Here's the inside. Of course, now this is one of these I probably can't find a year. This is the glossary, all that's left. And let's see, no indication of a year here, but could be from the 1800s. I don't know. It does say collected works of William Shakespeare right here. So that could be a very cool journal. Let's see what else. I think this got into my bag by mistake, so I'm not going to show this one. Nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't look like something I would have picked out. I don't know. It just doesn't look like an old book. Sorry about that. Uncle Arthur's Bedtime Stories, another cover, and it's got a texture to it. Very pretty red. Could be a great, sometimes I put these in my shop too, and sometimes I use them in my destashes if I acquire too many book covers, and I have been doing that in the last couple weeks. This one says 1938 right there, so this one does have a date, so that is nice. And it's all together. See this? All together, so I could use it just like that if I wanted to. Oh, bless me. Sorry about that. This just came out of nowhere. I don't buy too many Hardy Boys because I've seen them once in a while, and I think I bought this one to see if it sells because I'm going to put it in my shop. But I have one in there now that I thought would sell by now, and it's a really cool kind of like boys book like this, and it's still in there, so I don't know if it's, you know, the ladies, you know, like if it's guys. I know a lot of guys don't shop, you know, guys rarely shop on Etsy, and it's mostly women that shop on Etsy. But anyway, this is one that I think I'm planning on experimenting with to see if it did sell. The Hardy Boys. It could, of course, be a great journal cover, or in addition to a Hardy Boys collection. But it is, you know, the spine is coming. This part of the spine is coming loose. I don't want to pull on it, but it is worn. A lot of these are from the 70s, I think, or there's some, like some of my Nancy Drews are from the 50s, and some of them are from the 70s. And I have lots of Nancy Drew books that I've sold lots, and then there's still lots in my, a lot, and not lots, but a lot in my shop. Let's see. Copyright. Should be right here. It just says, oh, here it is, 1963, I believe it says, 1963. So it is a good old one there. Broadman hymnal. I have lots of hymnals, but I want to make sure I keep them in stock because I use them a lot. And I also have the bundles in my shop. Like I have used the hymnal pages in a couple different bundles. I have the 40s and older hymnal pages, and then I have another kind of assorted or variety of pages of from different books, you know. So you have like music, hymn book, you know, whatever assorted, math book, whatever assorted pages like that in a bundle. So this was probably what I got this for. It's a nice old one, and the pages are in excellent shape. And let's see if it does tell what year. I know this is younger than the 40s, but oh, this is 1940. Look at that. So this could go in my 40s or older hymnals. So yeah, I have about, I don't have that many for the 40s and older, so I could run out. So I do keep my eye out for 40s and older so that I can, you know, keep that bundle going, or that little, it's 10 hymnal pages, because they are quite a bit harder to find than the newer hymnals. And I do see hymnals all the time, but they're, like I said, kind of rare to find the older ones. So this, I think I have one other woodworking book. This looked like a nice old one. Look, it was used in the shop, I'm sure. Look at all this. This looks like either some kind of stain or almost, or dirt, maybe, I don't know. You know how, you know, in the shop, who knows what's out there. Yep, there you go. It's like sewed together. It must have been made very strong and sturdy. Look, but this is what I like about the older ones. A lot of time they have diagrams. See this? Even this first page is cool. The red diagrams. I mean, it doesn't get any cooler than that. Copyright is 1955. And I thought, look at this. See, this is what I like about these. All the diagrams. Look at all these diagrams. But yeah, I just saw a bookshelf here, slanting bookshelf, how to make all this stuff. And then you have the pages. But I thought this could be an addition to my, I'm keeping my eye out for interesting, look at this, all the different woods. That's pretty. But, oh wow, there's a bunch. And just all kind of random pictures. Here's a telephone and a clock and a woodworking, maybe wood mill there. But I thought these would be good pages for the assorted bundle, you know, to have different pages in there. And I like this red here, the red print. Oh, here's a little note. Potential trees NC, I guess to cut wood with. Oh, to get wood from. Here's a list of the trees in North Carolina. Isn't that cool? I mean, I live in North Carolina, so it's cool to me. But birch, beech, basswood, cedar, cypress, elm, gum, and hickory. Gum is the poplar. Gum is a poplar, I believe. We have them. That's how I know. They send out and release those little gum balls, but they have the little spikes on them. They're seed pods, and they drop all over your grass. Here they are, right here. Yes, those are all over our yard at a certain time of year. We got to kind of try to mow over them and crush them because, yeah, they just, if you try to walk in your backyard, they can make you slip because they are round, and if you just step on them the wrong way, you'll just kind of like roll, your foot will roll, and then you just topple onto the ground. Experience, I haven't fallen, but I think my husband has. I think I probably slipped though, and especially when they're wet. Oh, look at this page. See, I just thought this was so interesting because I see a woodworking book once in a while, but if they're not old, they're not, to me, they're not as interesting, right? This is just very, look at all the red. I love all the red words and titles and things, subsections, scroll machine. I used to have one of those. I used to do some scroll work, woodworking myself. Yes, I did. I didn't have a bandsaw though. That was a little bit too much for me in price and size. But I had a little scroll saw that I did some woodworking with. Made things. Yes, I did. Out in our joint. That was I had it out in my husband's shop. That was in Florida. And had a little light out there, and I go out there and just craft away on my little scroll saw, making little things. It was fun. Yep. All right, so I'm sure you've seen enough of this book. I just think it's very interesting. So that I will be using for pages. And the last thing is, this is an Ideals magazine that I'll put in my shop. It's usually, I have seen lately some that I've had to not get. They've just been in rough shape. And I'm used to finding them in like perfect condition. It's weird to find them in such. Now I'm going to wipe this off. There's something there. And here looks like almost like coffee, but you know, this one wasn't in the rough as some of them that I've seen that have just looked like they're torn apart. What's this? Is this from this book? Oh, it's like maybe an advertisement that you're supposed to pull out. I guess I'll leave it there, but yeah, the pages are good in here. It looks like here's the mail-in order form. And these are neat pages here. I don't remember seeing these pages before in one, but I have a bunch for myself. So when I see them now, I put them in my shop. This is a Christmas edition. And you can see they all have these beautiful, beautiful pages, you know, that we like to use in our junk journals. Just really beautiful. And you can mail these magazines in as media mail because they don't have any advertisements like a regular magazine like Better Homes and Gardens or whatever, Country Living. This is not coming apart, but a little bit of there's a staple in there. I don't think that's original to the magazine, but someone put a staple right here, here, here. And yeah, so those can be taken out though with a staple remover. But yeah, we like to use these in our junk journals, and they can be mailed, media mail, and the cover is a little worn, but I don't think that really matters. Even if you wanted to use this cover, I have used the cover as some of the covers as journal cover too. They were so pretty. I just made a traveler's notebook, folded it in half, and I'm not saying you can do that with this one because I don't know how it would fold, but I'm just saying if you have others that you want to try that with, just see how it folds and make sure it doesn't. If it cracks, you can always put some lace or fabric on the spine. So there you go. And reinforce it if you want to. The covers on these are pretty thick though. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this week's goodies, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting and happy thrifting. Have a great day.